Now, Storm Team 11 meteorologist Jeremy Eisenzopf.
All right, it's a Saturday morning here, and meteorologist Jeremy Eisenzopf are streaming on WJHL.com now, and looking at some warnings that have been issued very recently here. Severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for Hawkins County and into Greene County for the next 30 minutes, and so that's kind of why we're on here streaming online. And so hopefully if you're out and about here, there's going to be some significant change. We've been so sunny and warm this morning. Now that squall line that we've talked about here today is arriving, and so it's going to get a little squally out there for the next couple of hours. But I do want to point out this severe thunderstorm warning, and this goes until 11:45. This is actually for western areas of Greene County, west of Greenville, out towards Mossheim and Bulls Gap. In fact, as I put on not only the reflectivity, but I want to put on the velocity. This is why the warning has been issued, and if we can go full screen, that'd be great. But this is why the warning has been issued. You can see that radar is indicating winds around 60 miles per hour. And so this particular part of the squall line is producing some wind gusts up to around 60 miles per hour. So this is kind of why the warning has been issued. And you can clearly see Mossheim will see the strong winds here very shortly. So I'm going to switch back over to the reflectivity. And again, that's where the leading edge of that squall line is right now. Rogersville between Bulls Gap and Mossheim. There's I-81 right here. And so again, this is where we're going to start seeing the strong wind gusts coming in. Also towards Baileyton, northern parts of Greene County. If you're traveling along Interstate 81, it's certainly going to see it. You're going to feel the winds coming in. And so again, this is western areas of Greene County, southern parts of Hawkins County up towards Rogersville. The squall line actually extends all the way up into southwest Virginia, but you'll notice there really isn't a whole lot of intensity with the northern extent of the squall line. So really there's not much of an issue in terms of any strong winds across southwest Virginia. This is actually, the squall line has moved into an environment that is very, very stable, and so that's why we just don't see the intensity of the line as you go further up into southwest Virginia. So with that said, there is no severe risk for southwest Virginia. Just rain. We've got rain, widespread rain across southwest Virginia, but more specifically, this right here, this warning just for this line that is producing winds of over 60 miles per hour. So again, this is kind of what we're talking about right now with severe thunderstorm warning for Greene County, and then also extends up into the southern part of Hawkins County for the next 20-25 minutes. And so again, that's due to the winds that are coming in and out of this line reaching the ground. So certainly some very heavy rain, some strong wind gusts as well. So that's as this line kind of pushes in across northeast Tennessee. That is exactly what we're talking about here. I want to put that velocity mode back on, and it can clearly see the winds here that are peaking out 50 to 60 miles per hour. Look at between Rogersville and Burgonsville. Winds at nearly about 70-75 miles an hour. So no doubt there's some very strong winds approaching Baileyton, Burgonsville, Hawkins County, western areas of Greene County. That's kind of what we're looking at in terms of the severity of the line. Now, in terms of the rest of the Tri-Cities, we are certainly looking at more line of a line moving pretty much through the entire Tri-Cities area. This is a look at this is our forecast model, taking the current scenario and kind of taking this whole entire squall line through the region. So really, here we are sitting at almost 11:30 this morning. I would say probably within the next hour, that severe threat is going to be over. So between now and probably around 12:30, 1 o'clock, that's when we're going to see this line that has potential to produce some isolated strong wind gusts, some damaging wind gusts for the Tri-Cities. From there, that threat pretty much goes away, and we're stuck in that rain, very wet for the rest of this afternoon. And into this evening. So if you've got some plans to head out this afternoon, it's going to get wet, and it will stay wet for the majority of this afternoon. So I want to go back to radar here, kind of recap what's going on. We've got a couple of warnings here that have been issued. We've actually have another warning that I didn't talk about for Cocke County, Tennessee, from Newport to Pigeon Forge. And again, that's another part of that squall line that is still has the potential to produce some very strong winds. This is along I-40 there in Cott County there, but at least across our area, again, this warning for Greene County, extending just west of Greenville now, up towards Baileyton. This little line segment here has the potential to produce some severe storms, and so again, switching back to our radar view, you can see that this severe thunderstorm warning will continue for the next 15-20 minutes. So if you're watching us from Kingsport, Johnson City, yeah, we're going to see some of this. Whether it stays this strong or not, so will still remains to be seen. I do think that there will be certainly some gusty winds, probably at least 30 to 40 to 50 miles per hour coming in along the I-26 corridor within the next, I would say, 30 minutes. So by lunchtime, by midday today, I think this will be moving right on through the heart of the Tri-Cities between now and noontime. So really a good time is to stay inside, let this pass on by. We're talking very heavy rain and some gusty winds with this storm system moving through. So we've got that warning for Hawkins County and western areas of Greene County for till 11:45. We've got this other warning back towards Cott County as well. The good news here is this is moving along pretty quickly for today, and so really very minimal severe threat that will continue here just within the next hour, and then we'll be out of the severe window, if you will. So again, Southwest Virginia, no severe threat with this at all. All right, this is just all rain. This is going to be a rainmaker for you in Southwest Virginia. Looking at just an isolated severe storm now moving in across Hawkins County and into Greene County. And so it looks like this warning has potential to be extended into Sullivan County. It's very, very possible that we could see this extended into Sullivan County. And then from there, the severe threat quickly wanes away. So that's certainly good news here on a Saturday. So as we approach lunchtime, the worst of the weather will be coming on through. So again, for those who are, if you're just now coming in online or maybe on our app here, kind of going through some of the weather that's coming in and moving through the area, and that's kind of what we're talking about right now. As we head through the next couple of minutes, I wanted to go back to our base velocity here, and this kind of again, this gives us the ability to see the winds in the atmosphere, or the winds that are coming out of this line, and this is all a wind, high wind potential here, high wind maker with this line, the severe storm coming in, and so that's why this warning has been issued. But I want to zoom in once again and kind of give you an idea of some of the stronger winds, and you can see that there certainly are some winds near 60, 70 miles per hour. And so, you know, again, that's why this storm is under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 15, 20 minutes. There's that potential for some wind to cause some damage here in this part of Hawkins County and into western parts of Greene County as well. But that's kind of what we're looking at right now. And so this line, again, is moving through Hawkins County and into western parts of Greene County. And so that's kind of what we can expect here for really the next 30 minutes, I think. And then this line will probably quickly move through Sullivan County, and I do expect it to move into Washington County and Sullivan County and really the rest of the Tri-Cities here within the next 30 minutes to an hour. Don't see this intensifying. If anything, this will be weakening. All right, so the severe threat will be minimal today, but there is that small window of opportunity that we could still see that severe storm. I'm going to step off here. I'm going to go see if the Weather Service is thinking about extending this. It doesn't look like they will based on the current radar view, and so that's certainly good here. But again, okay, so it looks like the severe thunderstorm warning will continue till about 11:45 through this morning. So that's kind of what we're looking at here on a Saturday morning. So bottom line is, if you've been out at all, it's been actually quite nice. Quite warm as well, but this is where the change starts to happen with the rain coming in, the storms coming in, then we'll see that cold air moving in, and it looks like by the end of the day, we are certainly going to be looking at some big change. While I have your attention, all right, while I have your attention, why not just dive into the forecast very quickly here, because this is actually a pretty significant change that's going to be happening for today. And so in terms of temperatures, I'm going to switch things here for you. In terms of temperatures, we're going downhill. We're all downhill from here. All right, here we are, been in the 70s, upper 60s, low 70s. Once this rain comes in and then the cold front arrives by mid-afternoon, you can see temperatures will probably be somewhere in the 50s, mid to upper 50s, mid-afternoon today, and then looking at some upper 40s here early this evening. So we do have some parades going on, some Christmas activities, some festivities going on. It looks like the rain should be coming to an end, but the cold air will be moving in. So we've got the rain that will be coming to an end later this afternoon, but we're still expecting that very cold air to move on in. So you want to definitely address appropriately for the changing weather conditions for sure. Basically between now and the rest of the day, tremendous amount of change. And so again, this is going back to our forecast. You can see that that line going through between now and midday, and then that severe threat is over early this afternoon. It's all rain. We've got rain from between now and about 4 or 5 o'clock today. And then from there, we should start to dry out early this evening, and then temperatures, of course, will be taking a tumble as well into the 40s this evening, and eventually into the 20s overnight tonight. So just want to recap things here. Looks like that warning has already been dropped. All right, so now that we've been online at WJHL.com, the warning has been dropped. All right, for Hawkins County and Greene County. This essentially is just a gusty storm. This is going to be producing some gusty winds. So again, nothing that's going to cause any major damage with this, but certainly we've had the potential for some gusty winds. Again, this is looking up about 2,000 to 3,000 feet up in the atmosphere. Winds are about 60 miles an hour. That's not quite translating to the ground at this point, but nonetheless, there will be some gusty winds with this as it passes through. The warning has been dropped. So the severe thunderstorm warning has been dropped for Greene County and Hawkins County, but this is all going to be heading through the Tri-Cities here over the next 30 minutes to an hour. So that's kind of what we're talking about here on our website, and I appreciate you guys following us on our website and of course on our weather app, and again, with all the weather change going on here on this weekend, on this Saturday. A lot of you are anxious probably to get out and about, but I would certainly encourage you to kind of hang out inside and let all this weather pass on through, and then you'll be just fine to get out as we cool down a little bit later on today. So for now, that's a weather update here at 11:30 on a Saturday. Thanks for watching. I'm meteorologist Jeremy Eisenzopf.